Today's lecture topic is just really quick, how to determine whether or not a redox reaction has occurred and to see what's been oxidized, what's been reduced, oxidizing agent, and reducing agent. Now here's your reaction that you are being challenged to figure out whether or not this is a redox reaction. How we're going to do that is to first find your oxidation numbers for all of the elements on both sides of the equation. Remember the rules, go through them in your mind each time. I'll be doing that too. So we're going to start with CH4 with methane. The first thing I'm going to say is it a free element? No, it's not by itself. Does it have a metal? No. When I add them together, it's going to equal 0. That's the charge on the molecule. And I know hydrogen has a rule. Hydrogen likes to be a positive 1. Well, if hydrogen's a positive 1, then carbon has to be a negative 4 because there's 4 hydrogens that it has to balance. Now moving over to O2, notice there's a big 2 out in front. Just ignore that coefficient. O2 is just one element. This is a free element. It has an oxidation number of 0. Carbon dioxide, no free element, no metal. When I add them together, they equal 0. Oxygen likes to be a negative 2, and because there's 2 of them, carbon has a positive 4. And finally, water. Again, ignore that coefficient. I know hydrogen tends to be a positive 1, oxygen tends to be a negative 2. I have 2 hydrogens. When I add it to the oxygen, it would equal 0, so we're good there. So what's changed from one side to the other? Well, carbon changed. And let's see here, what else changed? Oh, my oxygens, they changed. Now, carbon, the element carbon, goes from a negative 4 to a positive 4. It increased its oxidation number. Carbon is oxidized. It had to lose electrons to allow that change in oxidation number. The compound that is in on the reactant side, so remember the reactants are what you start with. We're looking for the reactant with carbon, in this case CH4, is my reducing agent. It allows the reduction to occur for your other substance. I know, the terms seem backwards a little bit. Now for the other thing that changed, the element oxygen. The element oxygen went from 0 to a negative 2. Its oxidation number went down, so it was reduced. It gained electrons. The compound that it's in on the reactant side, in this case O2, is my oxidizing agent. Because we did have a change in oxidation numbers, we had something that was oxidized, we had something that was reduced. Yes, this is a redox reaction.